Call the meeting to order at this time. Please, Michelle.
Avon.
Here.
Caledonia.
Here.
Canisius.
Here.
Geneseo.
Here.
Groveland.
Here.
Lester.
Here.
Lima.
Here.
Livonia.
Here.
Mount Morris.
Here.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Here.
Ashen. Portage.
Here.
Sparta.
Here.
Springwater. Here. West Sparta.
Here.
York.
Here. David, if we look, please, we have a motion for the pledge of allegiance.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm very happy to introduce our guest here today to lead us in the pledge. His name is Mason Schaefer. He's to my left here. He was born right around the corner in Dansville, New York, raised in Springwater. Mason graduated from Wayland-Cohocton High School and ended up earning a bachelor's degree in organizational management from Keuka College. Senior Airman Schaefer is currently active with the New York Air National Guard, serving the United States Air Force 174th Attack Wing out of Hancock Field Air National Guard Base in Syracuse. He has served with the unit since 2014 and currently works as an all-source intelligence analyst working with the General Atomics MQ-9 Reaper drones, sometimes called Predator B, an unmanned aerial vehicle capable of remotely controlled autonomous flight operations. Before his time serving in the Air Force, Mason served the U.S. Army National Guard for 6 years from 2014 to 2020. Mason started his military service at Fort Sill Basic Training in Lawton, Oklahoma, and conducted his advanced individual training at Fort Lee, Virginia, known as Fort Gregg Adams, now known as Fort Gregg Adams. With the Army, he worked as 91 Juliet Quartermaster and chemical equipment repairer. His tenure with the Air National Guard was with the 642nd Aviation Support Battalion out of Rochester. Upon completion of his Army contract, Mason started his Air Force training at Goodfellow Air Force Base in San Angelo, Texas, for a 6-month technical training school. His MQ-9 Reaper drone school was at Creech Air Force Base in Indian Springs, Nevada. He became mission qualified as an intelligence analyst in Syracuse. For his continuous military service, Senior Airman Mason Schaefer's awards include the National Defense Service Medal, Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, Armed Forces Reserve Medal with M device, and an Air and Space Outstanding Unit Award. During his time balancing his military service, his education, and having family, Mason also worked as a correction officer with Yates and Steuben counties since 2014. He is now a member of the Livingston County Probation Team, working as a probation officer. His hobbies, I don't know how you have time for hobbies, include golfing, lifting weights, and camping. He lives with his fiancee, Taylor Gary, a CNA in our county nursing home, and their 4 children. So, Senior Airman Schaefer, I'd like to present you with this certificate of appreciation signed by Chairman Lefebvre and a couple of gift cards. You don't have to tell your children that you were given here today if you want to get the ice cream all to yourself. So, I think that's a good for.
Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have the minutes of the last regular board meeting from January 8th for your consideration. Are there any changes to be brought forward at this time? Hearing none, I'd look for a motion in a second, please.
Lester. White.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None, they're carried. We do have a public hearing scheduled for this afternoon. I'd ask Nate, please come forward and introduce the hearing.
Thank you. Livingston County was awarded $550,000 in New York State Community Block Development Block Grant housing funding from the New York State Office of Community Renewal in November 2022 for a project to remove and replace 3 mobile homes in the county and to also install new septic systems at these properties. This project was in partnership with Cattaraugus Community Action and the Land Bank, with CCA managing program delivery and the land bank overseeing completion of administrative and grant reporting. The mobile home replacements were all completed by November 2024, providing 3 families with amazing new homes and septic systems at no cost to them. And last week, we posted a press release about this where I was able to sit down and talk with one of the recipients of this program. So if anyone would like to see that to get more details about it and see what the recipients had to say, that has been posted on the county website and all of our social media. And so today is one of the grant requirements. We are setting aside some time for public comments. If anyone would like to comment on the administration and achievements of this program, they have some time to do so now.
Thank you, Nate.
Thank you.
I'll ask if there's any member of the public at this time wishing to comment on this replacement program. If so, please come forward to the podium, sign in. I'll ask if there's any member of the Board of Supervisors wishing to comment. This time, we'll leave the public hearing open until near the close of the meeting. We do have 2 communications, Michelle.
New York State Department of Agriculture and Markets acknowledgement received that a report and plan to modify Livingston County Agricultural District numbers 2 and 3 by including predominantly viable agricultural land as proposed by resolution number 2024-315 is feasible and shall serve the public interest. Thank you note from Tracy McCaffrey.
Thank you. Abstract of claims.
Mr. Chairman, I approve this abstract of claims and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth. Are there any questions or concerns on this abstract of claims? Hearing none, the roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland.
Aye.
Lester.
Aye.
Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen. Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 45, absent 509, adopted.
Next, we have privileges of the floor.
Mr. Chairman, I request privileges of the floor for County Historian Holly Watson for annual report.
Thank you, Mr. Denny. Alice?
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for having me. It's a privilege to be here. I'd like to go over a quick review of the past year, some of these projects. I have talked to you about some of you in committee or otherwise, but I have 3 signature projects to highlight. Overall, we had a smooth year, and I think I'm closing it out without any big ERP boo-boos this year so far. Amy will tell me. All right, so for the highlights I'd like to talk about, the first one is the newspaper accessibility project, which I have spoken about several times so far, but it is now completed. So this was made possible by a $6,500 grant from the Rochester Regional Library Council. This state funding made it possible to digitize over 75,000 pages of newspapers going back to the early 1800s. I think it was 1801. We had the earliest paper up to about 1924. So this was 63 titles, I believe, and it added greatly to this free newspaper search site that's now available to researchers. It's a state initiative, so it has papers from all over New York State. Livingston County didn't have an awful lot represented, so this really exploded Livingston County's collection on the site. I think we probably have more titles than anyone else at this point. So this site is in addition to another free site that we had our papers on already. So now they're in 2 places for people to search. And I already have plans to grow this collection further in the coming year. Then the kiosks, back to the poorhouse cemeteries for a wrap up of the past year. The main thing that we did was install a kiosk at each of the 2 cemetery sites on Volunteer Road and behind Millennium Drive. This one behind Millennium Drive in the older cemetery has a bench installed with it. So thank you. Big shout out to Central Services and the Highway Sign Shop at Bob there for making these kiosks and installing the interpretive panel in each one of them. So the panels are very, very brief, but they just say, what was the poorhouse institution? Why might people have been living there? Why might they have passed away there? And a little bit about the cemeteries. So this kind of development project of the cemeteries is wrapping up a bit, but in the fall, Aaron and Bob at Central Services also were working on resetting the headstones so that they're not tipping and toppling over. So it makes it look a little more dignified and kept together. And they paused for the winter, but they will be back at it in the springtime. So shout out to them too. This brings, the kiosks, this especially with the bench, makes it possible for people to kind of reflect and pause at the cemeteries, and continues to help dignify the people who are buried there, and tell people a little about the site, because in the past people have wondered if it's a pet cemetery. There are no names on stones for the most part, so it's been a bit of a mystery to our public. So it felt like it was time to talk about what was going on there. And finally, for the third highlight of the year, it already feels like a long time ago, but the eclipse back in April was, it was cloudy. It was a little bit of a letdown for what we had been talking about, but I think people across the county still had a great time. These are some images that I collected from before, during, after the eclipse. I think David Terry left, but oh no, he's not. He's here still. David submitted one of these pictures. And so the historian's office organized volunteers across the county to be present at different events that were going on in the days leading up to the eclipse and during the eclipse time in April. So we tried to have some coverage across the entire county so we could get some pictures and even video clips from people who were attending those events. Even though it was cloudy, there were events across the whole county, and then people submitted individual pictures too, like the lamb from Avon wearing its glasses. So all across, together we gathered 370 items or about that, videos, photographs, clippings from announcements about events that were going on. So we have a really nice little collection of how Livingston County celebrated and noticed this phenomenon. So research requests are one of the things we deal with daily, and I shouldn't say deal with, it's a pleasure to do this. Helping the public and our other departments and agencies answer questions about Livingston County, past and present. So we had about the same number of requests as last year, I would say, about 365 over the year, online or by phone, which is similar to last year. In-person requests remain quite low as far as people walking in the door and asking their question that way. So it just shows, again, an undeniable continued trend of people looking for information online, as places like Ancestry and Family Search continue to put out records too. People think that they can find everything online, which obviously isn't quite true, but it does tell me that we need to hold up our end and make ourselves visible to the public online too. So that directs and informs our focus. And Deputy Historian Madeline takes care of a lot of these research requests day to day, so I can concentrate on other things too. So we're a great team together, and generally a good trend. So one of those offerings that we send people to all the time when they make a request, and also to help answer their requests, is our online records index. We're not quite as sophisticated as Family Search in having the digital items visible when they find a name that they're interested in, but we are working toward that. So this year we made some big strides in what's available online. We have almost 30,000 new records added to this index. So that requires someone reading a document, typing in a name, what page to find that name on, any other details, and then we upload that. So that represents many, many hours. We had some volunteers working on that as well as our staff. So mostly up arrows here. So we had almost 30,000 new entries to the database altogether. That's 180% more added than we added last year. So we were pretty excited about that. We didn't add any new record types. That just means our categories are like death records or obituaries, newspapers, census, that kind of thing. So that remained the same, but it covers a lot of ground. and about the same number of users, but those users used the database more and did more searches through that database. So we've gotten some good feedback about it, and we continue to focus on adding more because this is one of our core offerings to the public. It's free. They can use it at any time of the day or night and ask us for clarification or digital copies if they need them. And let's see. Okay, some other numbers. We did some more presentations this year than last year. I added a few new presentations to the repertoire so they can pull those out when they're required. And I'm looking forward to developing more this coming year. There were about twice as many attendees to the programs as last year also, so that was an up arrow. I created a couple brochures, one a couple years ago about the poorhouse and general information about the timeline of the institution and why. And this year created a new Murray Hill brochure, put those brochures in the pockets at the kiosks around Al Lorenz Park for anyone who might be walking the trails there to learn a little bit more about the hill, why it's called that, who has been there, what it is. We also kept up on social media and did a few more posts this year, which had generally good engagement. The best one was the Empire Dragway in Leicester, which got a lot of engagement because I think it's something people remember and still attend. So the old photo caught their eye. In the coming year, got 3 top goals listed here. Prioritizing the security and efficiency of access to our collections was on my list last year. We're getting closer to it this year. Right now, I search for items that we have in our collections and then have to go to a separate place to go find them. We're hoping to be able to mesh those 2 operations to make it more efficient to pull up photographs or documents that we might be looking for, to be able to offer those to a researcher who's requesting it or do research within our office. So then I'm looking to do some more newspaper digitization. These newspapers would also go on to the New York State Historic Newspapers website. This year, we're planning to use some remaining ARPA funds to make that digitization possible. And I'm looking at more 20th century papers. So some stuff that we might even remember rather than 1801. But those would be newspapers from Geneseo, Mount Morris, Dansville, Avon from the 1920s through the 1970s especially, which should be pretty relevant for people researching these days. And then finally, Amy Alden has had this as a goal and plan for well over a decade before she retired. But as previous county historian, she was working on the history of Murray Hill and creating a book, publishing that book for the public and for our office. So she is rounding the corner on that project, and we hope to have that pulled together and published by the end of the year. Those are some top goals. So in summary, it's been a good year. I've been excited about the office's direction, enjoying getting out to meeting people and presenting new programs. Yesterday, I talked to some kids at CalMum about fishing and fly fishing history of CalMum, which went really well, better than I expected. Sometimes it's hard to know how to really catch kids' attention, but as the answer is maps, everyone seems to love maps. So they were having a good time with that. And I also just love making information accessible. It really brings me to work every single day. So this coming year is looking good. So I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. Yes.
Just have one. Is there any tombstones or anything at the poorhouse? Or is that just kind of flattened out? I've never been back there.
Sure. Half of it is just open ground because they were really old burials before the officials were required to mark them permanently or something like that. But there are headstones for about half of the old cemetery. They primarily just have a number on them, but we've been able to match those numbers to people's names with a really lovely, precious record book that we're lucky to have. So there are a couple stones that do have names for one reason or another, but yeah, about half. And then in the new cemetery, I would say probably 2/3 of the graves up there have a headstone with initials and an age on the volunteer road.
You could do at the poorhouse where you say, well, this one's number 6, that one's number 8, some kind of a board that would say who it is?
That would, yeah, it could be done. It would be like erecting another headstone, which I have been hesitant to do just because of maintenance and cost. Right now, that it's linked on our website, and I would be open to. I'm thinking about how we might be able to make the those linkages that we've been able to connect more visible to the public who might be visiting. Currently, the signs have a little bit of that information, but I didn't print the whole list of names there. So the brochures and the signs help direct people to my office where they can answer that question. But I will keep thinking about that. If you have suggestions about how to do it, I'd be happy to hear too.
Might be interesting if they had.
It would indeed, yeah. There may be a way to attach a plaque. We could look into that. Yep, good question. Thank you. Any other questions?
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much.
We do have 2 resolutions on the consent agenda.
Appointing member to the Livingston County Traffic Safety Board, Kyle Sickles. And designating records management officer, Megan Suffalo.
Is there any discussion on either of these 2 resolutions? Hearing none, I'd ask for a motion in a second to bring to the roll call vote.
Move, Schuster.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. On the roll, please, Michelle.
Avon,
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius. Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland.
Aye.
Lester.
Aye.
Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris. North Dansville. Nunde. Ashen. Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta. York.
Aye.
Ayes 45, absent 509. Adopted.
We have some resolutions that are going to require a separate roll call vote.
Mr. Wadsworth, amending the 2025 Livingston County budget, Highway and Sheriff's Office, there are 4, I think there are 4 total.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth. Are there any questions or concerns on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon,
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland. Lester.
Aye.
Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde. Ashen. Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta. York. Ayes 45, absent 509. Adopted. Rescinding resolution number 2025-24, establishing capital project account for the year 2025 broadband municipal infrastructure project.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution, ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth. Are there any concerns on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland.
Aye.
Lester.
Aye.
Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde. Ashen. Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta. York. Ayes 45, absent 509. Adopted. Amending a portion of resolution number 2022-25, authorizing contract with the Livingston County Development Corporation.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth. Are there any questions or concerns on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland. Lester.
Aye.
Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde. Ashen. Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta. York. Ayes 45, absent 509. Adopted. Rescinding resolution number 2025-26, establishing petty cash amounts for various departments for the year 2025.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth. Are there any questions or concerns on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland. Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris. North Dansville, Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen, Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York. Ayes 45, absent 509, adopted. Establishing petty cash amounts for various departments for the year 2025.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth. Is there any discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, the roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius. Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland. Lester.
Aye.
Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville, Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen, Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York. Ayes 45, absent 509, adopted. Amending the 2025 Livingston County Salary Schedule, Information and Technology Services.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth. Are there any questions or concerns on this resolution? Hearing none, the roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius. Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland. Lester.
Aye.
Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris. North Dansville, Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen, Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 45, absent 509, adopted. Designating officials to approve certain applications made for correction of tax roll errors, refunds, and credits.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth. Is there any discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, the roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia. Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland. Lester.
Aye.
Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville, Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen, Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta. York. Ayes 45, absent 509, adopted. Authorizing the chairman of the Livingston County Board of Supervisors to sign the following contract for the Livingston County Training and Professional Development Department, Geneseo Community College.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth. Are there any questions or concerns on this contract? Hearing none, the roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia. Canisius. Geneseo.
Aye.
Groveland.
Aye.
Lester.
Aye.
Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville, Nunde. Ashen, Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta. York. Ayes 45, absent 509, adopted.
I'll ask at this time if there's any member of the public wishing to speak on the public hearing that we have open. Ask if there's any supervisor wishing to speak on the public hearing. Declare the hearing closed at this time. I did have a few appointments, if you would please, Michelle.
For the Canisius Lake Watershed Council, David Proboka, representing the County of Livingston. For Geneseo Finger Lakes Regional Planning Council, Michael Falk, Gregory Hoare, Bonnie Taylor Davis, Megan Crow, William Bacon. For the Glow Workforce Development Board, David Proboka. And for the Livingston County Chamber of Commerce, David Proboka.
Thank you, Michelle. David, do you have any updates for us this afternoon?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Apropos of the last agenda item, I did attend virtually the GLOW Workforce Development Board meeting that was just yesterday afternoon. We reviewed an amendment to the 2024 budget. We reviewed the GLOW Objective Assessment Policy and approved the Geneseo Finger Lakes Regional Planning Council as the one-stop operator for GLOW, expiring June 30, 2026. Director of Emergency Management interviews concluded last week, and we do have a candidate that we are intending to present for your consideration at the first meeting in February. It's February 12th. We're excited about that. The draft legislative agenda was distributed to all board members for your review and consideration. That item will again be presented for your consideration for approval at the first meeting in February. The leadership team meeting featuring department head leadership was held on January 8th. We had a really good simulation that Kelly Greenway put on for us called Friday Night at the ER, and I think it was a great opportunity for staff to collaborate in a simulated situation and talk through some issues that they encountered along the way. And it was a good networking opportunity, and I think everyone got a lot out of it. Certainly I did. Conversations with the County was held on January 16th at Mount Morris, so thank you to Mr. DeSalvo for hosting me. I really enjoyed meeting with some of the residents out there, as well as the board members on the town, and a lot of good questions and conversations that occurred during that meeting as well. And the the Livingston County Sheriff Office Award Ceremony was held on January 20th as well. We had some representation from the board. I attended that as well, and I think it was a really good event, and the congratulations to all the award winners. Other than that, that concludes my report, unless there's any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other business to come before the board?
Move to adjourn from Geneseo.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None carried. Meeting stands adjourned.